Hello everyone, and welcome back to Untamed Chaos. So for the next episode in the whole finale week thing, we have the tech finale episode, sorta. You see, the problem with this is I kind of already did most of the tech stuff like thermal expansion and mechanism that I planned to do, so all that's really left is power suits, which I kind of had lying around for the past few episodes, to be honest. So this episode might be a bit shorter than the others, and oh, I can sleep. See, that daylight sensor is really helpful. I really wish I did it a lot sooner, because I know when to sleep so the solar panels are always active. But aside from the power suits, I do have some other stuff not really related to tech, so I guess this is kind of like tech and miscellaneous finale? I don't know. It's all I could find to do. That's another sign that the series is ending. It's not just that I didn't have time to prepare stuff, it's that I'm running out of things to do in episodes. Like, I'm trying to build all these finale episodes and wrap up mods, and when I try to do a tech finale episode, I don't know what else to do. But one thing I want to show you is the new teleport room. So I did hook up the teleposers, and I kind of finished the teleport room, which I think is like the last room I had to finish besides the portal overlook and the storage room. So pretty much I'm almost done with the tower, which is another goal on itself, and I forgot to refill that. I probably should grab some potatoes and work on that right now. Let's just search. Actually, I can just grab carrots. Carrots work well enough. So yeah. But I have the player relocator that I, relocated over here with teleposters up and down the tower. Over here is the portal to the base, and like other mechanism stuff, it got a graphical rework. And I also have the waypoint. So I also want to try making another form of teleportation for this episode as part of the reliquary stuff, but yeah, reliquary stuff is the odds and ends if I didn't mention that. But I want to come here and experience the horrible lag just to show you how different all the machines look. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't know, I kind of like the rework, but I also was used to the old looking machines, so it looks a bit strange, but yeah, and even the tank looks different, huh. But yeah, thought I'd just come over here since I was in the portal room. So yeah, that is the teleport floor completed. It's kind of empty. I kind of actually thought there'd be a lot more teleports to kind of fill up the room, but really just the two walls here. So pretty much white goes down, black goes up. And if I go up, I want to show you what I did with the Tesseract. So pretty much, I currently am actually using my Spectre power for the solar, or for the quarry. And actually the quarry already finished, and now it's just charging. I have to set that up again off camera. But pretty much I had to use the resonant flux ducts because if I try to pull power from the cell into the Tesseract, it just wouldn't send. Like, I can send directly, I believe. It should work, but it's just like these cables don't send power to Tesseracts for some reason. I don't know, the mechanism just updated, so it probably is a bug or something. Maybe it's intentional, I don't know. Either way, I found a workaround, so yeah, that's something I mentioned in the other episode about the mod pack updates in case you were completely clueless of what I was just talking about. So if I come up here, yes, this is where I need to be. So in here I prepared stuff, and there's also the power glove discuss. And I also forgot I left the power suits downstairs, so that's embarrassing. But as I go back down, I'll discuss the power glove. So one of the things I was thinking to add to this episode to kind of make it, well, have more to it besides just upgrading the power armor, because honestly, these upgrades will probably go by really quickly. So yeah. I just was worried about this being an exceptionally short episode, like 10-minute episode for a finale. But yeah, the thing is, the power glove, it has a whole bunch of cool stuff. I just really don't want to make it. So it has cool stuff like I could give it an axe and a pickaxe and a shovel and shears and a hoe, personal shrinking device, a chisel thing. I'm not even sure what that does, to be honest. Flint and steel, the Omni wrench, and honestly, this stuff wouldn't be too hard to make. It's just I don't see myself really using the power glove, and some of this stuff is very costly. It would take a lot of my time, and it's kind of one of those things I think I mentioned in the other episode. With the series wrapping up, I want to be selective of how I spend my time, so I didn't want to spend like hours preparing this when I could be working on the tower or doing something, you know, more interesting than just throwing a few upgrades on this and then just showing you how they work sort of thing. Like, I made this stuff costly because it is powerful. It's very powerful weapons, and I did not want them being cheap, because if you could easily make these weapons, it would devalue all my Tinkerer's weapons and those sorts of things, because they're really strong. So, you know, there's the railgun, plasma cannon, which pretty much, I'll just try to describe it. This makes you punch harder with it. This sends a ball of energy that kind of explodes. I think, yeah, it does launch enemies. I don't think it actually creates a block damage explosion, though. This shoots pretty much a very powerful projectile and launches you back with heavy recoil. This launches a whole bunch of spinning blades of death, like it says, and it also can shear leaves. And this is kind of like an Ender Pearl teleport thing. Aside from that, you have a crafting table, Aqua Affinity, a diamond upgrade. You can open this whole interface using the glove. Pretty much how it works is when you go on, you'll be able to like scroll wheel and go between a whole bunch of different options. But I don't know. It's something I would have done if I had more time, I guess. But at the same time, I don't think that was really important to the series as much, and the power suits is enough in my opinion. So anyway, enough talking about the power glove and how I didn't get that stuff ready, and let's focus on the power suits and the stuff I did get ready. So yeah. So the first thing is a helmet. So I did prepare energy shields for all of these. So I install and field strength. So this gives 6 points of armor. So for a full set, that would be 24 points of armor, which is equivalent to the strongest arm in the mod pack, so it's not overpowered. Yay! But the other upgrades I prepared were night vision and binoculars. I did that backwards. So, wonder how this works. Oh my god! It's always active, or is there a keybind? Hold on, let me check. Is there a keybind? I think there might have been. Okay, so I did check, and there is a keybind, but unfortunately, I'm out of keybinds to bind it to, so I'm just going to take that off and go in here and probably reduce that a whole bunch. So now if I put it on, what happens? Oh, wow. Oh, wow, that's freaky. That's actually kind of cool. It's like really 3D, so pretty much it improves the field of view a lot. Now, the problem is I really should figure out the keybind, or else I really can't use this without being super disoriented for a video. But wow, that's a really cool field of view improvement. Actually, I wonder what happens if I up it with on. Can I actually see as I up it? Okay, this really just like zooms it in now. But just having the extra field of view is interesting. But yeah, there is a keybind, but I cannot find it. So let's just leave the helm on and keep going. We have night vision. Oh! Yep, I definitely have night vision again. It pretty much works the same as this, doesn't it? You can see the potion effect counting down on the side. It's kind of overlapped by the other interface, but yep. So, I also did want to add clock and compass. And, was flight control on here? You know, I actually do not see it listed. I might have forgot to prepare circuits for flight control. And, no wait, I did definitely prepare the aura meter. Because I have the Thaumcraft goggles, and I guess I forgot. Oh, nope, that's listed. Oh no, maybe I did forget flight control. So now I should be able to see nodes as well. So it has a lot of upgrades. But I'm going to take it off because that field of view was kind of disorienting. And I cannot control that keybind because I'm out of keybinds. That's a problem with a mod pack this big. There's too many keybinds, and I just could not find something to unbind for the sake of that. So, yeah. Next up, we have the body, which I have the jetpack, which, okay, let's just take that off, and I guess take that off too, so I don't have to super jump. Now I put this on. Do I have to activate the jetpack? There might be a keybind for the jetpack. That's embarrassing. But, oh, nope, I just didn't have any thrust on it. So I guess the only way to compare jetpacks is going outside. Is this the way out? Yep, there's a way out here. Okay, so and if I go forward. Oh, also they did change. Yeah, it's not as good as my other jetpack. They also changed these a bit. I don't know. I like how they look now, but this jetpack is just. I don't know, it's probably about the same up, but this definitely has the better forward and a better response. Like, if I start falling, I can just immediately go back up pretty much. Where with this one, it didn't look as immediate. Like, yeah, it took a lot longer to get back up. Nope, it was down a bit more. There we go. So the jetpack's a bit underwhelming compared to the other jetpack I had, but these power suits... Alright, I have the slow fall on, don't I? Which makes it awkward to fall. But, yeah. See, we're already flying through. I only have a few more things, actually. So if I go back here, there is the cooling system, which makes modules cool down and not overheat as much. I guess I'll just put that to max. And I think the only other thing I had left... Oh, I also had the energy shield for the body. which should go to max. The energy shield for the legs, or the boots, which goes to max. And now the legs, which goes to max. The other thing here was a swim boost, which, let's just put it to max. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to be able to test that one. And, oh, I didn't put the flight... Oh, I think I know why. Flight control had some bugs with, like, waypoints and stuff, so I think I just didn't add it. But, this is what my power suit's currently like. Actually, can I just salvage that, binocular upgrade for the moment? Yeah, I can. I can easily just toggle it on and off by doing that. So, there we go. So, this is power suits. If I go into F5, ta-da! It's a fancy, kind of silly-looking blue power suit. And if I head back outside, I can kind of run around with it and I take no fall damage. And oh, it shows a little HUD over there on the right, doesn't it? Yeah, it also has the auto feeder, which is pretty much the same as this talisman, so that could actually cause a problem if they both try and feed me at the same time or something. But, this is the forward. I don't know. It's cool. I don't really think I'll use the power suit much, but it definitely is a really cool mod. And, oops, wrong entrance. But, yeah. So, I think the problem with this is if I hold shift, it goes to slow descent. So, I have to go like this. Oops, that was my stop. So, yeah. And I might as well just actually take the power glove and take the chest with me and put the power glove back down in the chest down here because I'm done with the power suits for this episode. See, that was kind of quick. And oh, it looked like I couldn't step out for a second. But I don't know, it's a really cool suit of armor, and I kind of prefer that one though. So I'll just leave the glove and the holograms for the binoculars in there. The binoculars are cool, but yeah, I just couldn't have the toggle because I'm out of keybinds. I didn't know how to toggle it. Those look weird from this angle. Like, they look perfectly fine. I guess it's relative to player, isn't it? Yeah, that's weird. I never noticed that before. Okay, so the other things I want to make this episode are some reliquary stuff, and I still have that from the Divinity Sigil from the last episode. So if I search reliquary, there's a lot of really cool items, and I come before how I didn't have all the stuff to make some of the stuff. Well, I got the stuff I needed off camera. So this is a Wraith node, and it works with the Ender Staff here. To make that, I need a Void Tier like this, and now I should be able to make the Ender Staff. The thing I didn't have was a Bat Wing, but I did manage to find that off camera. Let me say, it took a long time. So I forget exactly how this works, but pretty much, let's see. Shift left click to cycle modes. Cast, long cast, node warp, or bind. It fuels by ender pearls, currently bound nowhere. Shift right click to toggle auto absorb. Okay, so if I go in here and search ender pearl, there is also a limit on how much these can hold. With the Destruction Catalyst, I try to fill it up off camera, and it kind of ran out. So if I go like this, you can kind of see at the bottom, it's filling up with Ender Pearls, but it kind of has a glitchy background thing going on, especially glitchy because the eye blinks. So, I don't know, it's supposed to be transparent there, I think, and, well, I guess that's enough Ender Pearls. So now if I go like this, it should shift modes. Oh, it shows it there. Ender Eye, Wrath Node. Okay, so this is the one I want for the moment. So I go up here, and I really don't know where to put this. Like, I don't want to put it in an area that's too cluttered. I guess, like, right... well, I can't... I guess I'll just put it there. So, did that bind it? Currently bound. Okay. So, now if I do like this... Maybe I have to shift again. Okay, so if I go like this and right-click, it throws an Ender Pearl. If I left-click, nothing happens. Like, I am left-clicking, and nothing at all happens. That's kind of weird. Shift left-click. I guess this is just a longer Ender Pearl. Oh god, where am I going to end up? Hi, Botania area. And now if I left-click... maybe if I go like this and... Oh no, why is it not working? But pretty much what the Wrath node would do is it would teleport me back to the Wrath node. Oh, there we go. I just had to hold it longer. And it uses up some Ender Pearls. So, I don't know. It's not that unique of a teleport. I already had ones like it. But that is how the Ender Staff works, and it's something cool I wanted to do for a while. When I was designing the pack, I tried to make sure like every mod had its own teleport sort of thing, or like, you know, both tech and magic had a good amount of teleport options, because I didn't want like if you did magic, you had to do tech to get teleports or such, and that was kind of one of the ones I put towards the magic-y side. But yeah. But I still do have a lot of other things. The next is a Phoenix Down, which I do have the Angel Feathers from Dungeons, but I don't have the Angel Heart Vial. But they need Fertile Essence, which actually no was a problem because I didn't have glands. Well, surprisingly enough, I had enough for exactly 2 glands just from stuff since I made the Whittler's Rose. So I can make the feather or the Phoenix Down now. Now, this isn't really that great of an item, to be honest, because what these do, they resurrect you once and break. What this does is it resurrects you once with full health and reverse to an angelic feather. So pretty much I'm giving up 3 resurrects for a full heal resurrection, which I think is what the resurrection enchantment already does. So, but I think I'll just put this stuff in here for the moment actually. But I don't know, that could be useful in the final fights, but let me just actually show you. This is what I've been doing in my levels. Resurrection books. These should just... If I die, the book is destroyed and I resurrect. And oh, I can see the light on. And I put like 3 of them or 4 of them in my bags too. So I have more on me. Just because I had the 1, I put another 2 there and I think another 2 in here. So I have a lot of resurrection going on through all my mods anyway. And I don't know where I got a bucket from. Huh. I'll check off camera if I took it out of the bag by mistake. But yeah. Anyway, back to this stuff. Serpent Staff. I have absolutely no idea at all what this does, but I'm going to make it because I can. I did check and it doesn't look like it's going to use up any resources I would have used for anything else. So, yeah. Okay. It uses durability and spits up and drains life. So, I guess it's just kind of like a life steal and might like blind or poison or something. I wish I had a nearby mob to test on. Do I? Is there any nearby mobs out here? Oh. Huh. I want to get closer. Okay, so apparently it just does 7 damage, and I guess also will drain their health or something. I don't know. I actually was expecting it to be more impressive, like it poisons and then drains health and does all this evil stuff, and yeah, but not really. I don't know, that one was a bit disappointing. Next, there's the Kraken Heart, which absorbs drowning damage at the expense of hunger. A while back, I did make this that absorbs fire damage at the expense of hunger, so I thought it was just fitting to make the drowning version, just in case that comes up. I don't expect it to, but just in case. So I need 3 of those, and I have a whole bunch of squid beaks because I farmed insects a while back. And that should be it. So there's really not much more to this. I just have it on me and absorbs drowning damage. So I'll just throw all the stuff in here and sort it off camera. And I also want to make these. So these make it so mobs can't see you. Wither skeletons and skeletons, which sound pretty awesome. I would do the zombie and creeper, but I do not have enough zombie hearts or catalyst glands for this. But I do have enough of the skeleton and wither skeleton stuff because of my grinder. So I think it was... I forget how many it was. I don't want to make too many. 6. Almost made too many. I was thinking like 8, but then I realized 8 would be a full thing, so wait. So this is pretty simple to make, and throw that in there. And there we go. Make one of these, and make one of these. So I guess this is just like a bracelet thing or something. I don't think it is activated. It's just kind of like a passive thing. Yep. So I just have these on me, and the mobs should not be able to see me. I don't know an easy way to test unless I could find a skeleton wandering around my base. I don't think there are any. There was one off camera because I forgot to light an area, but I don't know. But that should be cool. Like, if I go to my wither grinder with them, the skeletons and wither skeletons shouldn't even try to attack me, unless it's a modded one that doesn't work on, but that's an exception. So, yeah. And I actually think we're down to the last thing I had prepared for this episode, an infernal tear, which needs a void tier. But this sounds like it burns items into experience, which I have no idea how this works, but it sounds cool. So if I go like this, infernal tear. So if I get an item I don't need, I don't know. There's a lot of items I don't need in my ME system. Actually, let's go down to the end at something I might not need. Nope, I actually don't see anything now that I'm looking. Guess the plant's here. So how does this work? Burns items into experience. I just don't know how it burns items into experience. Like, how do I feed it the items? I don't know. I don't want to play around too much with that and accidentally burn something important. So I'll leave that to off camera to figure out. So, yeah, unfortunately, that's really all I had prepared. I looked at, like, a whole bunch of the other stuff, and either it's not something really interesting, or it's something I already did before. Or not something I did before. I don't have stuff to make. That's the word. Hey, this makes you invisible in the darkness. Can I even make that? It needs nebulous hearts, and I only have, like, 1 left, I think. 2 left. I don't know. I think the Void tier is similar to the Infernal tier, and it just holds an item or something. I remember I did play around with that. But I don't really want to make it and play around with it on camera. So I guess I can take this stuff out and kind of sort it now. You know, sort it live. But, so I do want to grab this and probably put a lot of it in here. So I have these that go in there. That will probably go in my other bag. This goes in here because I have too many teleport options at this point. I think some of the other ones, like the player relocators, in here, and those pretty much do the same thing. I guess I'll put that in there, and I think I'll put that in the other bag. The Kraken one, I don't know. I guess it can go in there. And I guess these will go in here. And this bag's kind of full, but, well, it doesn't really matter with the series ending in a few episodes, so I don't know. But, yeah. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed today's episode. Sorry if it was a bit on the shorter side, but, yeah, we did finally upgrade this power suit fully, which, oh, I forgot, that was a goal. That was the final tech goal, which is why this was the only thing I really did in the tech episode. So, actually, let me just review real quick. So, if we go through here, this starts the tech stuff. So, I guess Tinker's is kind of tech, and I did that in its own episode. I'd say it's separate. But I did all the thermal expansion stuff and compact machines and Ender tech stuff, really. I didn't make the Ender tank. I don't know, maybe I could still do that. For mechanism, I did all my goals. I never made the reactor or 5x ore processing just because I really wasn't interested in doing that. That's something I could have done this episode if I really want to. I'm treating Applied Energetics separate from the rest of this, so it still has another episode coming up, sorta. And I did all the power generation I set out to do. You know, solar flux and all the mechanism stuff. I did all the automation I set out to do. I didn't do a tree farm, though. And I did all the other tech. Turtles, fluid tanks, liquid packs, auto packager, Safari Net, wireless redstone reconstructor, and now power suit. So, I also made the grinder. That's kind of tech stuff. So, I don't know. I kind of finished all my goals now besides so few. And there just weren't a lot of tech goals left. So, yeah. But I did have a pretty cool tech floor. Also, those are the new thermal expansion. Or not thermal expansion. Mechanism, configure, and teleporter. I don't know. I think they look cool. This is weird. It kind of looked like it's flickering my night vision at times. I don't know. Let's wait for it. I think what happens is it's not keeping the night vision high enough. Wait for it. Yeah, that's what's happening, isn't it? See, if you look on the side, it's starting to blink now. And I think what happens is it started to blink, and then it didn't refill quick enough, so it looked like it started to waver, like when potions are running out. Interesting. I guess that's also why it doesn't stay at 1, because it would have the visual blink of it wearing off. So, yeah. But I don't know, enough rambling about that. I made this pretty awesome tech floor of automation and all that stuff. And I made the power generation hub, and I don't know, I don't really want to review all this now, because I'm probably going to do that later anyway. But, yeah. We do have a pretty... It's not really fully upgraded. Like, I forgot, or I didn't do the flight control. Like, I don't have the heat sink in all the versions, but pretty much since I have energy shielding, I don't need the other versions. And, you know, I didn't make the camouflage. That really wasn't needed, though. I got pretty much all the other upgrades that I did enable, though, besides those few. So, yeah, I pretty much finished power suits. And it is a pretty cool mod. It's just, I kind of like the blood armor better. And, it also does not work well with going down to the slow fall. There we go. So, and yeah, it just does not seem to step assist. When I guess I sunk at first, so I don't know. I don't want to keep talking about it. So, yeah. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this tech finale of sorts, mainly power suits and reliquary stuff. because there wasn't a lot of tech left. So yeah, anyway, hopefully you enjoyed it, and until next time, goodbye.